Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Egg and Baby in the morning. Hello, baby. You might hear some crinkling back from the baby's playpen. Hello, baby. Hello. Hey, she's like, yeah, I'm crinkling. You got a problem? No, not at all. Everybody shut up, okay? What she's crinkling. Let her crinkle. Could be worse, man. Could be frickin' worse. Anyway, it's an Eden run, and it's a truly terrible start. Every stat is bad. I'm trying to verify that in my head. Speed is bad, but could, you know, it's not so bad as to be unworkable. Everything else is kind of in that camp, though. Everything else is kind of in the vicinity of, like, this is so bad that we're basically just Operation Survive as long as possible. Which is actually, like, exactly the same mission objectives as Operation Win the Run. Basically, you just live until you walk into one of those golden rooms that gives you everything you could possibly need. And if you can do that, hey man, you got it all figured out as far as I'm concerned. It is a Wednesday. I actually, you know, let's celebrate a little bit, or alternatively, you could be mad, I guess, or, you know, not care. This is the first time I've had a backlog in forever, man. Like, we've been publishing Isaac videos, and like, they were recorded less than 18 hours prior, right? Like, this is... We were basically running like a news show. It was a completely foreign concept to me, and now I respect the fact that, you know, we got the chance to build a little... Just not much, but just a little, because I took that Monday off from streaming. But it feels good to be back. And you know what, baby? An ooh-ooh to you as well. An ooh-ooh to you. Nice, polite baby equals ease of recording. A little crinkle in the background, but that's okay. Nobody's got a problem with the crinkle, right? That's me. I turn around to look at you guys to see if you have a problem with the crinkle, and then you go, no, because you're scared of my wrath. I mean, if you've ever seen media before, it's a common trope. So what's the mission objective right now? Our item room is bad, which is not a surprise given that everything else in this run is also bad. So what we're looking for, predominantly, is a bomb. A bomb? I know, baby. A bomb that somebody could use to reroll the item room. And if you reroll the item room, who knows, man? Polyphemus, mom's knife? Get out of jail free card, i.e. you win the game instantaneously? A battery. You know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this pill. That's what you've done to me. You've put me into a situation where I'm gonna take this pill. We could use Monstro's Tooth to get that bomb. I think we might get hit in the process. A little bit of money would help too, but I really don't want to shoot these poops. It's not that It's not that I see the poops being bad. It's more like, you know, it just takes forever because our rate of fire is highly suboptimal. This is not the fight you want here. I thought about taking the pill, but then I'm like, if it's paralysis, I think we actually might just die. If we didn't die, we'd get close. So I think you just save Monstro's Tooth. Help. For the inevitable real portion of the hot fight. If you can handle this fight with this level of skill and safety, it's a sign that you've played too much of this game. That's my advice to you. Get out while you still can. It's too late for me. This guy used to just wreck your run. Rebirth came out, you fight this guy, cancel Christmas. See you in episode 2. Now, just another day at the office, man. Putting out fires. I'm just begging. I'm so, you know, out of it in terms of our stats right now. Literally 95% of items would make me happy. And this one, you know, I would say that it fits the bill. Okay, we have 1 cent. I'm going to... You know, you're lucky it's the first run in the morning. It means I have a little bit more, I have the opportunity to establish good habits instead of coasting on inertia. So let's try to, I suppose, you know, get a little extra reroll action here. I'd actually say that turned out pretty well. And I don't think I need to take the pill. I don't think it's necessary. Anyway, take me down to the next floor. How are things going? They're going quite well. I have no complaints. It's another beautiful day. If anything, I have like a stupid complaint, right? The weather's so nice. I know that statistically speaking, we'll have a regression to the mean at some point. Like, it's a beautiful sunny day, low double-digit temperatures in Celsius, which is, you know, in the summertime, you'd be like, oh, it's brisk. But in the, you know, still technically the wintertime, I'd be like, you know, this is when people start to, you know, wear shorts outside. And then they're like, you know, people will be like, do you really want to wear shorts? You know, it's still chilly. They're like, nah, man, it's actually hot. I'm actually sweating. Sorry, I don't mean to, you know, you might be in this photo and not like it. I've been there. Yeah, I remember there was a time in like 4th grade. It was April in Ontario, which is still pretty cold. But there was a little bit of a warmer day. And I was like, I'm going to wear shorts to school. My parents were like, are you sure? It's still pretty cold. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Should have worn the pants, man. I remember I got to school, you know, first 5 minutes of recess, I was the coolest kid there. They're like, whoa, look at this guy. He's wearing shorts. Even though it's cold outside. He must be made of some superior stock. Remaining 35 minutes of recess. Desperately wished... Wow, you stepped on the wrong enemy there. Desperately wished... I at least wish I brought tearaways, you know? Button-up pants or something like that I could... Oh, hey, baby. Instead, I just, I suffered in silence. People were like, hey, do you want, like, a sweatshirt you can tie around your legs? I'm like, nah, it's actually hot, man. It's actually... Oh my God, it's like 40 degrees. Is it 40 degrees Celsius outside? I'm sweating, man. I might even take these shorts off. I know there's people out there... You know, like, anytime I'm outside, it could be the coldest day of the year, there's always going to be somebody wearing basketball shorts and a Trivium hoodie. And I'm like, I hope you're really warm. Because if you're doing this for, you know, so that you're going to be walking around and a bunch of strangers are going to be like, wow, look at how cold resistant this guy is. I'm like, it's just a weird image to try to cultivate. Anyway, but maybe I'm looking too far into it. Maybe you're just comfortable in shorts, you know? Sips tells me he wears shorts all the time, but he does live, you know, in Jersey. Not New Jersey, but the British... I don't even know what you call it. Principality? That's an amazing item. That's... I'm actually glad I didn't take it just yet, because Dead Cat allows us to get a little bit of extra bonus here. And all of a sudden, this run is, as of right now, and don't shoot the messenger, probably still slightly below average, but it's so much better than it was 2 floors ago. I mean, it's not even close. We can actually do some damage now. Anyway, it's milder there, so I support the shorts. I mean, I salute them even, some might say. Many people are saying... I don't know, wait, that's 2 different impressions, sorry. Well... I will stick with Monstro's Tooth. But I am happy for the bombs. But yeah, everything's is going well. Good streams lately. Dark Souls, I have the most gentle Dark Souls randomizer of all time, and it's been a lot of fun. Played a game on stream yesterday called King of Retail. I gotta tell you, I am back on my BS without a doubt. And what is my BS? It's playing weird Steam games. I honestly think, and I'm being again, I know I say this all the time, I'm being 1,000,000% sincere here. Most of the time, I'm being sincere. A few times per episode, I would say there's what I would say is a shared delusion of, papa, of insincerity, which is when we begin a bit where I go, well, if you eat cheddar cheese, you should, you know, freaking go fly a kite. Baby, don't use that language, by the way, okay? That's daddy-only language. Don't go telling people to fly a kite. But, I genuinely think I will probably spend over... Excuse me. What's wrong, baby? Excuse me. Hello. Hello. What's wrong? You're eating a dang avocado. That's not an avocado for eating. It's an avocado for shaking. Yeah. You want it? No, you want your giraffe. Yeah, your giraffe. Whoa, that's not the sound a giraffe makes. Okay, why don't you take the giraffe? Daddy's making a salient point right now, okay? Hello. Okay. Okay, I don't think that's gonna hold. I think that's a temporary measure, and we will have to end up pausing this in a bit, but that's fine. Oh, bless you. But no joke, I firmly believe, and this is not a flex, it's an operating expense. I'm starting to run the numbers, and I'm spending like $60 to $100 a week on weird Steam games that I play once or twice on the show. And you know, you start to run them, and you're like, if I pay $100, oh bless you, $100 a week for weird Steam games, dude, that's like $5,000 annually. That's too much. You want to talk about, you know, how you can get yourself into a position of home ownership. You know, look at forget the candle budget, man. Weird European Steam game show games. $400 a month. Oh, stop buying so many weird game show games. No. Can anybody help me? My family is starving. Obviously not. This is a reference to a drill tweet. I'm just, you know, we're just having a laugh. That was good. I'm glad we got Bookworm here, obviously. And if it wasn't already set in stone that we were likely to win, like, this really helps out. We got a lot of good momentum right now. Now, whether or not momentum is a real thing in Isaac, I guess we'll see. But it's led to some awesome, like, stream content lately, man. I gotta be honest. Like, straight up, I honestly think, as busted as this sounds, like, this sounds so counterintuitive, keeping a spreadsheet that shows what I played on any given day on stream that I can refer to has actually led to creating the weirdest, most varied content I've ever made. Because I look at it, and even now, like, I mean, there are weeks in the past where, except for, like, NLSS's, where, ironically, I suppose, we played, like, the same 10 games for years, there were weeks where I basically was just like, I'm just gonna play the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? Now, it's like, I mean, the amount of variety, I've probably played like 75, how many days are we into 2021? We're like 90 days into 2021. I wouldn't surprise me if I played 75 games. Just kind of crazy. I don't think I can keep that pace up for the record, but it does lead to some of my favorite segments. Like King of Retail was so much fun. This janky, like, you know, open a local business simulator that, when I say janky, I don't mean like it's only worth playing to, you know, make fun of it. Like, there's things to make fun of in it, but it also, like, you know, it has some merit as, you know, scratching that, like, tycoon game itch as well. It's just, I don't know, man, the philosophy behind the content is evolving, and apparently it's evolved into its logical endpoint, which is where I just buy any game on Steam that looks like it will be weird, and then play it for 1 to 20 hours. And you know what? I think it's doing some good stuff. We played Trivia Tricks. That game's pretty good. Again, a little janky, but one of the better trivia games on Steam for sure. Like, so many of the trivia games on Steam, like, bizarrely don't have online multiplayer, and I don't, look, if you're making a project, you know, and you're just learning how to program or whatever, you're gonna play it at family game night, coming out with a local multiplayer trivia game is fine. Like, it doesn't hurt me. But if you're doing it from, like, a commercial standpoint, to not have online multiplayer in your trivia game in 2021 is, I would call it a strategic misstep. So Trivia Tricks alleviates that problem and, you know, has some good stuff going. I will say, though, I wonder, if I had to think about it, I wonder what my favorite game, I do appreciate this, and I appreciate that, too. I wonder what my favorite game of 2021 would be so far. Loop Hero is probably the traditional pick, To which I do not disagree with, quite frankly, but I still, like, I've played so little of it, I don't necessarily feel comfortable giving my, my overall opinion. I know, so I was sponsored to play this, but I genuinely did have a great time playing Crash 4. I have not played enough of it to really give my opinion on it in that sense, I think. I don't know if I got an answer for you. I don't know if I got an answer for you for best game of the year so far. Loop Hero would have to be close to the top, but it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, when do you become an official source that is able to be like, this is, you know, do you have to have beaten the game? Do you have to have given it, you know, 10 hours? Do you have to have given it a fair shake? Oh no. Oh no. Which varies game to game. Hey baby, hello. What is it? I know, sometimes you just want daddy's vision, right? Yeah. Oh, I see what happened here. You dropped the giraffe. Whoa. Can you make a squeaky sound? You think? Do you think you can do it? Do you think you can do it? I don't think it's gonna hold. Lads, it's been an honor. We'll throw a pause button in here. I think I know what her problem is. I think I'm sure a lot of parents have this conspiracy. Here's the most radical conspiracy theory I believe in. Our baby fills her diapers more when she's with me than when she's with her mom. And we chart all this stuff, right? Because when you're a parent, you have to become insane. Maybe this is why I became a little bit more analytics driven in the first place, because we're living our you know, parental life in the world of analytics, where we're like, okay, when did she poop? What was the exact composition of the diaper? How many poops is that today? You know, what was describe odor, please, you know? But I'm telling you, it's okay, baby. Just one moment, please. Does this even work? Doesn't work at all. She produces, I would say, 2/3 of her diapers over the course of 1/3 of the day. And I don't think I need to tell you what 1/3 of the day it is. Which is fine, because I'm going to tell you, I have cultivated a certain level of mastery in the diaper domain. I consider myself a very good diaper changer now. I feel like, you know, one of those Japanese sushi chefs who's like, you know, they have to wash rice for a decade before they're allowed to touch the fish. Like, I'm not even, I haven't even handled any activity beyond diapers except for, like, reading books and a little bit of bath time, but pretty soon I'm, you know, I might even start nursing soon. Just another 9 years in the diaper mines. Anyway. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of weird stuff on Steam. It's fun, man. It's just a fun time. Alt F4 was great. I want to play more like that. Because I think that's my... Dude, that's like... The kind of energy I want to cultivate is... My inspiration, you know, way back in the day, predominantly, was like Giant Bomb Quick Looks and stuff like that. Long playthroughs... I have enjoyed, and a lot of people have enjoyed watching them, and you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done it that way, but that's okay. And we'll do more in the future, you know, as good games come out and as time permits. But definitely, like, I kind of got into those as a necessity of what YouTube was like back then. Nowadays, I'm like, man, if I could play, like, you know... If I could play 10 different games on stream every week, I think I'd be a happy man. Okay, baby. Okay. Just let Daddy check the shop. Just let Daddy check the shop real quick. You know what, baby? Just let Daddy check the shop real quick. Okay, and then just let Daddy buy Diplopia real quick. Do you think we can get this boss fight in? I don't think so. Here, quick orbital strats. Orbital strats. Orbital strats. Orbital. Frog likes to hop, hop, hop. He jumps in the water. Splish, splash. She's like, all right, you're good for now. You just buy yourself 45 seconds. Baby, it's Gertie. It's okay. It's Gertie. It's Gertie. It's so easy. Such an easy fight. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Don't worry. Oh shit. Oh no. This is gonna end up in one of those clips. Terrible father ignores daughter to play 12-year-old Steam game. We don't want to duplicate that. Probably. We do want to duplicate this. Definitely. Okay. Let's get that diaper changed. See you in a minute. And we are back. It's been a bit, but what can I say? My dad radar was like bang on, man. That was a diaper waiting to be cleaned. And I'm proud to announce A, that I cleaned it, but B, that also I remember where we are on this run. Despite it having been a bit, we just picked up 2 packs. We have a Book of Revelations, which we had to go back and pick up, and we're feeling good. And so is the baby. You know, this is not a joke. You know what's been calming the baby down? When she starts to fuss a little bit, I take her squeaky toy, and I, with my voice, I go, hold that note for a bit. Sometimes she gets a little quizzical. And then you go, and then you squeak the toy at the end. And she freaking loses her mind. It's like the most beautiful piece of music she's ever heard. So it goes, squeak. I'm telling you, something in the human brain loves a funny noise as a coda to a song. Or as a capstone, if you will. Anyway, if you laughed, you lost. Sorry. Yeah, streaming. Gaming, love to play the games. The new games. The old games. I got games in different area codes. Ludacris said that, sweetie. You're not allowed to listen to that kind of music, okay? You have to listen to... I'm being honest with you. I'm only gonna let you listen to Joanna Newsom until you can write out and spell correctly every word from the album East from memory. Not because I necessarily think it's the only music that has merit, but because I think it also doubles as an English lesson. Oh, baby, you're telling me you don't know the meaning of the word diluvian? Well, looks like you gotta listen to Monkey and Bear a couple more times. I know, it's a long song. A couple more times, that's like another, I don't know, like 40 minutes, but whatever. It's not like you're doing anything important right now. Just, you know, your brain's growing about like 5% a day or something crazy, but no big deal. Moving on here. Dank Depths 1. It is, it's a slow run, but it's only a slow run because it started like frickin' trash, man. If it weren't for the very beginning of this run... I must have used this. I wish I didn't, just because we really don't want to get an orbital here. Anything else would be better. I'll go on record, man. First level orbital, technically the best orbital is the second level orbital in my mind, because it is the first level orbital plus a little bit extra, but the little bit extra that it adds is worth so little as to essentially be negligible. Third level Meat Boy is an enormous downgrade because the AI is not aggressive enough for my desires, I guess. And then fourth level Meat Boy is a mild upgrade, but I'd still rather just have an orbital. Baby! What's going on? Baby. There's no need to escalate. Grunts are not the answer. Breakfast is soon, you just gotta wait. I know! Aren't you excited? You're gonna be eating a little... Like, you're basically going to a Chinese restaurant. We got beef and broccoli coming up. Mind you, it's kind of like boiled and pureed, but... Honey. My honey, baby. What is it? It sounds like you're watching Hereditary. It's just a beautiful Wednesday morning. Okay, you want to put it to the test? Beep boop beep boop beep 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 boop. Beep boop beep boop beep beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop boop. Beep beep doo dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo. You heard it. You heard it. She went. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You heard it. Oh, good morning. Hey, who's that? That's mommy. Yeah. Oh, that's an excited baby.
Oh, it's like a Louis Vuitton giraffe. Like she's holding it like it's like the expensive head thing.
Oh, well, you know, she finds it quite precious. Okay. See you later, baby. Yeah, see you later. All right, now back to the lecture at hand. I told you it worked. Now I don't sing the lyrics to the song because those are vile and hilarious. I know originally, actually, NL is not. It's Funicula Fantastica. Well, yeah, okay. Look, a very simple rule. If a song, I don't listen to oldies. You know, if a song was written in 1930, no problem. If a song was written in 1330, get out of here. I don't. From now on, that'll be known as pizza pasta. Put it in a box, okay? I remember. All this is pre-COVID, but like Kate's mom is like a prominent member of the South Korean community in the city surrounding Vancouver where she lives. So oftentimes we get invited / expected to go to these like Korean cultural events, which is fine. Like it's not like it's an enormous hassle or anything like that. It's just, you know, like a lot of the time I find myself basically just sitting in the auditorium surrounded by, you know, Korean families. And but I always assume that they're, you know, just wondering, they're like, wait, what is this like 35-year-old guy doing here? Well, I'm not 35, but I am bald, so I kind of look it maybe. Like, what is this 30-year-old guy doing in the audience by himself? Kind of weird, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one for thinking that they would think it's weird. But regardless, there was like I mean, that's a fun item right there. There's a group of like Korean opera singers that were performing, and remember they finished the performance with, you know, ha ho ha ho ha ho ha ho. I was smiling to myself. I was saying, ha 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 ha. They don't know. They don't know that in my head this is always the pizza pasta put it in a box song. Or maybe they know and that's why they chose it. Hey, I bet you're thinking, why wouldn't you take a key there? Very valid question, quite frankly. No reason not to have taken it. We'll probably get 4 keys before the shop, or before the chest anyway, but sure, yeah, it was not necessarily a wise idea. What do you got for me? Very amazing assortment of items. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. Very, very amazing assortment of items down here, no question about it. Might as well Ansous. Might as well Ansous. Go ahead and Ansous. It's just cut. We will cut that one. I walked right into that. Embarrassing. Dude, I just constantly am reminding myself. Anytime I hit like a conversational lull in Isaac, I just think to myself, you know, it's now, today's the 17th. It's only 2 weeks till Repentance is supposed to come out. That's crazy talk. Okay, now, look, I already got it. Now you're just rubbing it in. I should have taken the key. Okay, look, I learned my lesson, and then they redeemed me here. Honestly, I kind of like having a shop down here. I don't know why I would pivot off of that right off the bat here. Anytime you find yourself, and I really shouldn't be too frustrated with this run. It started badly, but it made up for it in a big way. But anytime I find myself getting frustrated with Isaac at this point, I just remember, oh my god, we're only 2 weeks away. And 2 weeks in the timeline of a series that's been going on, you know, daily for 8 years, probably longer, maybe 9 years. And, you know, intermittently since the fall of 2011 is I mean, that's like just a blip, man. That's nothing. It is crazy. Like, you know, we talk about the Isaac series and like the meta analysis of it from time to time, but there is something to be like very proud of. I think there's a few things to be proud of. One is, you know, it's built a I don't want the HP. It's built an audience of people who enjoy it, despite the fact that the game is not that engaging. That's not because the game is not engaging in a, you know, universal sense. It's because we've played so much of it that, you know, we got no new material. But the second thing is, doing anything with the level of consistency that I've done this series is kind of incredible. I mean, at 9 years of daily episodes, because I think I started publishing these daily, is probably like in the fall of 2012 would be my guess that I started putting out an Isaac video daily. So, you know, close to 9 years now. I mean, that's literally like more than a quarter of my lifespan to always have an Isaac video up every single day. That's kinda... Look, consistency is one thing. You know, oh, he occasionally misses a day, but for the most part, you know, he's got you know, he's doing 4 to 7 per week or something like that. Like, that's another measure of consistency I wouldn't turn up my nose at. But literally every day, without fail, for like a decade is kind of amazing. That's incredible. Now, like I've talked about it before, there's streamers who have done like, you know, the stream a day challenge and stuff like that, and some of them have literally streamed every day for a year is like, you know, not even that unusual. Some of them 2 years, like many of them 2 years. Some of them 6 years, 7 years, etc., including major life events, you know, like the birth of a child and stuff like that. That's more noteworthy to me, because I can have one good day and knock out Isaac for the rest of the week and then, you know, get that consistency out there. Being on stream, even for like, you know, 30 seconds each day is for a period of time like that is incredible. I don't know okay, I forgot you could still hear me. I don't know if it's admirable. It might be, admittedly, but it's certainly come on, man. Oh my god, it worked. It's certainly noteworthy. I mean, I think having a little... Just having some breaks where you don't literally have to be like a character online every single day is nice, but, you know, different people, they handle it differently, for sure. I wouldn't say I've got it all figured out. If anything, it's a constant, you know, adjustment period to just figure out what works for me, quite frankly. And, you know, it constantly evolves, because just when you think you got it figured out, you change a little bit, and you go, okay, now we got to, you know, start rebuilding, you know, my model of this from the ground up. That's part of the fun, though. But it's pretty... when I look back on that, like, you know, what am I going to be proudest of, like, on YouTube? I don't know. I haven't come face to face with that kind of, like, that question of legacy yet. But I think certainly, like, reliability is up there. I see myself as the tortoise from The Tortoise and the Hare, you know? Never really have we gotten up to an absurd sprint or anything like that, but every single day we're out there chunking it, and, you know, many YouTubers, it's not all about size, right? But many YouTubers have come out, exploded in popularity, and then, you know, had like many enormous YouTubers have had their entire legacy and lifetime on the platform contained within exclusively, you know, Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus. So, I mean, it gives... Longevity is not something that this career is known for, so And there's something to that, man. There's something to that. Anyway. Just keep kicking him in here. Doing great stuff. You know what? And it's just like Shaun of the Dead. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. That's farting in the show, but they're in the movie. Forgot what I was talking about. Did I ever get a coherent like line of reasoning in this episode? Talked about King of Retail for a bit. That's about it. I don't think I want a speed upgrade, so see ya never. Anyway, this run, I was, let's not say concerned, but there was definitely a realistic chance that this would be a train wreck, and things just sort of came together. You can't be too annoyed about a run like this. Obviously started like mega bad. I wonder what this run would have looked like if I had screwed up our ability to get that first deal with the devil. But didn't we got magic mush like from our first deal with the devil? Or sorry, from our first boss fight. So that was a big impact on us that wouldn't have been impacted by missing that. I don't know. I'm happy we don't have to worry about it. Let's put it that way. Okay. Keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Anyway, this... I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that this episode's not going to come out tomorrow. Which, again, is, like, highly unusual given the way, you know, since the baby that the quote-unquote backlog has worked out. I do... If there's one positive from not having that much of a backlog... At least, you know, the hecklers have had to get some new material. There's a lot less of like, oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that video in 10 years, and a lot more of like... Well, it's the great vindication, right? Once backlog started to run out. For years, I was like, don't make fun of the backlog, because that's the only reason there's like a bunch of variety of content all the time. People were like, nah, I'm going to keep making fun of it, and then, you know, babies put a serious, change in habits of my time. And people are like, wait a minute, where's all the chests? You thought the backlog was your enemy. You merely avoided the backlog. I was born in it. I molded it. I did not see same-day video release until I was already a dad. No, my brother. You'll be expecting an Isaac video in the morning. Vaudevillian Bane. Step right up! See the world's strongest man lifting a weight made of trapezoids, shaped like a triangle. Isn't that bizarre? Wearing some kind of loincloth. That's all I got, man. You ever think like being in a freak show would be like kind of a sick job? Sorry. I'm just, look, okay, there's a lot of negatives that come along with it. You know, children are coming to the show and they're laughing at you and, like, you know, recoiling in terror and stuff like that, right? But on the other hand, kind of just, you know, get paid to sit around. It's a little bit like running a Twitch stream. Now I'm picturing, like, oh, it's... You know, the ugliest man in the world, and he's getting fan mail. You literally changed my life. Anyway, I don't know where this is going. Get me out of here. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, hey, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion. I'm freaking live like every day, man, talking about stuff like this. Except Saturdays. Saturdays, you can watch Malf. And I'll see you next time. See ya.